Hello everyone, and welcome back to Game Break, the full coverage writer's presentation where we explore the plot behind some amazing video games. Will here, returning once again to Rapture in BioShock 2, where we were hunting down little sisters so we could add their power to our own, and hopefully, finally, escape this watery nightmare. But you know Sophia Lamb won't let us go without a fight.
As you've always said, I shouldn't be allowed to wander the city in my condition. But without going outside, it's harder to hear much about the world, so I'm learning at home. This, I think, is a porcelain tea service in the style of Louis XV. Isn't that right? Now, that's a fascinating sound. And this is called a stained glass window. Handcrafted by your adoring flock. They've gone to a lot of trouble to capture your likeness, haven't they?
Well, seems like she was rather rebellious after being semi-cured from her little sister state. That's what I'm assuming she's referring to after being brought back from being a little sister, and it does sound like she was a bit older there. Sophia Lamb decided she wasn't allowed to leave, so, she started learning at home with her own little destructive experiments. I approve.
Things aren't so rosy for Lamb's little collective farm down here, no matter how much influence she's got with the inmates. She keeps feeding Ryan more and more of her people for the Big Daddy program in order to keep the rest of her flock alive. I think she's getting desperate. I ought to have Weir double the orderlies on all the major junctions.
Interesting. So Sinclair at least knew in advance that Sophia Lamb might plan something, but I guess even he wasn't prepared for what was truly to come, considering she managed to get him kicked out of here. And now, of course, he returned here to an early yet unfortunate grave. I'm sorry, Sinclair. You will be missed.
Need I remind you, Sinclair, that Lamb is your problem now. She's no longer a citizen of Rapture. That was the proviso. You wanted her expertise, and now you have it. Ryan Industries is your client, and we require test candidates from among your charges. The protectors are short-lived. Lamb would be a messiah, correct? Well, sell her a sacrifice to save the flock.
So it seems like, of course, Andrew Ryan put Sinclair in quite the difficult position, since Sinclair was in charge of this prison, and this is where Sophia Lamb ended up, apparently at Sinclair's request, probably to keep the inmates in line. But, of course, then he had to send sacrifices off to Ryan's tester and protector programs to make more Big Daddies and test more plasmids. A tough place to be in. Hello? Uh-oh. Oh, hey there. How's it going? Somebody's cranky.
When you've cleared them out, I'll need a signal. Push the call button on the window there, and then I'll proceed.
You got it, Eleanor. Uh-oh. Oh, there they are. That's more of the resistance I was expecting. Well, that was a rush. They really do not want me in here. Then again, not surprised. Knew they'd put up a fight against us being around the Little Sisters. She's already in there. Weird. But I can't get in there. Well, I'll hit the call button.
I'll wake the children up. They're stronger than they know. With their help, I should be able to boil off the water and get us all out of here. Go on ahead, Father. I'll free them as quickly as I can, just as you showed me.
Ah. So that means she's going to drain them of the excess atom and essentially free them, just as I did. I have some theories about this and how this might have changed if I had harvested the Little Sisters, but we'll get to that afterwards when I do my summary wrap-up of the story. For now, we have to find more Little Sisters so we can get out of here.
You are not saving them, Delta, no matter how pure your intent. The surface is not paradise, but perdition. I would sooner see them drown.
That's not a good mentality, lady. People should have the freedom to choose the lives they want to live.
What is good?
And that's what we
Only
strive
one
for here.
definition endures. Good is pleasure in the absence of suffering.
Look, Father, I know you may not have wanted a daughter, but love is just a chemical. We give it meaning by choice. I will be damned if I let Mother take you away from me again.
Well put, Eleanor. If
Against all
only your mother
causality,
saw things that way.
the greater good, therefore, equates to total pleasure over time.
That's another charge gone. We have to keep moving. If this building falls, we're all dead.
No pressure.
Eleanor was to be a composite of all Rapture's genius. The first living utopian, serving the world at large with no regard for herself. To force consciousness on such a being is to tear its wings away. That was your gift to her, Delta. Just as she hoped. You must be very proud.
Gave her more than you ever did, lady. You just wanted to use her as a tool for your own selfish goals and needs, as selfless as you claim to be.
Delta was in top form today. The guards tried to make him take another dose of whatever the hell it is they're pumping into him, and he managed to take on all 4 of them at once. Snapping legs and arms, blood everywhere. They say one of the guys might not even wake up. I wish I could be that free.
Interesting. So it looks like some of the preliminary training went down here. And it looks like we didn't want any part of it. Not surprising. But at least we fought back. Good old Subject Delta.
Steady, Father. Don't let go now.
Oh, that is becoming troublesome. And unnerving. We're so close, though, we can almost taste it.
Wake up! Why don't you wake up?
Probably because everyone here is clinically insane. What the hell? Well, my bees are taking care of that guy, but I have no idea what that flash was. Like most things down here in Rapture, I just have no clue what it was. Probably for the best, honestly. Oh, hi, big guy. Don't mind me. I'm not hiding under the stairs. Just, keep going on your own way. I'll deal with you later, perhaps. There's a big guy in that quarantine area, too. Oh, dear. Problem solved. Maybe. I don't like the lights flickering. Probably more of those timed charges going off or something. Door release. No, there were big guys in there. They can stay locked up. Hello, fellow Alpha Series. I'm gonna leave you in there. For my own protection.
Guess I had the wrong of it when it came to Dr. Lamb. She explained how my cravings for control were rotting me out from the inside. We found all these incidents in my log where I made it easy for a convict to get the jump on me, just so I could bloody punish him. Christ. But I believe I can do some good down here now, with the family. Well, we have a shot at surviving that fucking bedlam going on up there. Maybe even take the city back.
Yeah, I'm sure she found lots of reasons for, all of that nonsense. Sophia Lamb's real brilliant at helping people figure that kind of stuff out when she wants to make use of them and all that. Just another puppet for her to play with. And of course, it's the Prime Warden down here in the prison. No wonder she took it so easily. I'm gonna let you guys stay in your little rooms there and just enjoy your lives. Your own private little worlds, I think. I don't think I want to mess with both of you at once, and it doesn't look like there's anything particularly important in your rooms to begin with. Just ammo and stuff that I don't really need, so you guys have a good life. Oh, there you are. Dude was just standing on the stairs waiting for me. Every eye for the we. Definitely sounds like the kind of unification that Sophia Lamb is pumping everyone's minds full of. There is no I, only the collective we of the family. You are not an individual, but a cog in the greater machine. Sounds like a great life. Not. Oops.
Now, one of the girls managed to dart past the nurse today and throw herself over the railing in the lobby. Not certain if she was trying to end her own life or merely escape. But either way, her legs had healed by the time I managed to get down to the first floor where she lay. Now, without proper setting, the rapid healing process had fused her bones back together at odd angles. We had to re-break and set them almost a dozen times, each due to the small window of viability. Now, those children may be immortal, but I can verify they feel pain. Advising Dr. Lamb on higher doses of sedatives to keep this from happening again.
Oh, that's just brutal. So the little sisters heal so fast that if they break a bone, it'll heal wrong, and then it's a whole big hassle to fix it. And they feel the pain every time you re-break their bones? Oh, that is just terrible. All the more reason why I'm glad I saved these little girls instead of sacrificing them to my own power lust. Though I suppose putting them out of their misery would... some people would consider an act of kindness.
Hold it!
My first incarnation when Dr. Lamb gave me my mandate to alleviate pain was to block its neural pathways. Now, the preliminary results were promising too, until some of the children started chewing their own tongues off out of ignorance. Need to sequester them away from the others so as not to cause undue stress on the remaining subjects.
Lovely. So they basically just blocked the mental pathways for pain to the point where the little sisters were chewing their tongues out and fine with it because it didn't hurt. And they were just kind of doing it. Which is part of the reason why we feel pain, so that we don't chew our own tongues out. Wonderful. Yay, science. Oh, I saw you back there. Oh, you think you're sneaky. I'm ready for you.
We're nearing another pediatric ward. It will be guarded, Father. Get ready.
So I've noticed. Guard thinks he's sneaky. Don't worry, Eleanor. Daddy's got this. Oh, how charming. Little cribs and Sophia Lamb's face plastered everywhere. Start the brainwashing as early as you can.
When you've cleared them out, I'll need a signal like before. Push the call button and I'll proceed.
You got it. I'm ready for another wave of incoming splicers. Well, that wasn't so tough. Nothing like a bees and shotgun combo to clear out a room. This is the creepiest pediatric ward I've ever seen, what with the from above observation platforms, watching the children as they sleep. It's not creepy at all. Oh. The door went invisible there.
I think... Yes, we're ready for the ballast tank. I can boil off the water and get us out of here. We must return to the docking platform, Father, now.
You got it, Eleanor.
You granted Eleanor the will to choose. And now, like a plague, she spreads it to those innocents. To be self-aware is a curse, Delta. You are damning them.
She has a really weird philosophy going on about that I just do not agree with. Free choice is what makes us human. She just wants everyone to be mindless living robots. It's just super creepy when you think about it. I'll take my free will and freedom of choice any day. It seems that Eleanor agrees.
I'm stepping inside the ballast tank, Father. Come up to the glass once you're ready for me to begin. There's no going back once we start.
You got it, Eleanor. I'm more than ready to get out of here and up to the surface, especially with the threat of impending explosions sinking us to the crushing depths of the sea. Oh, it's all the little sisters. They're going to evaporate all the water so we can escape to the surface.
You would rip my only daughter from her home and family and feed her to a world without hope. Though Utopia may die with her, I would sooner see us fall. Goodbye, Eleanor. Mother will be waiting for you.
Uh-oh.
Here they come, Father! Hold them off until I can bring it to a boil.
Well, figures there'd be one mad last dash to get the hell out of here. Of course, I still don't agree with Sophia Lamb, obviously. Hope is what you make it, and hope can be found anywhere if you just believe. It's just that Sophia Lamb refuses to believe. Well, she believes in her family and her utopia. But she doesn't believe that the world above can be saved, or at the very least that you can make your own
Nearly boiling.
happiness and utopia on the surface. But whatever, as long as we get out of here, right? And what's a few splicers to fight through on the way out of here?
It's boiling. I can help you fight back now. Use the plasmid.
You've got it, dear. Coming out and join the party.
I've done it, Father. The ballast water is gone. Release the docking mechanism.
My pleasure, because this is just chaos. Endless splicers of all kinds. We need to get out of here, and now.
The elevator to the lifeboat is flooded, Father. We have to equalize the pressure in here or the door won't open.
Of
Boil those
course.
glass tubes to flood the room.
Well, at least there's a simple solution, right?
Halfway there, but they're still coming. Break the other one. It's the only way to stop them.
Oh, this tube. Sure thing.
We've done it, Father. We're launching. Get to the elevator.
Alrighty. Well, that certainly took care of all those splicers. Nothing like flooding the room to get rid of them. Thank God for these diving suits. I just gotta figure out how to get to the elevator and get out of here. Finally be free of this nightmare.
The bombs, Father! We're falling! Run!
Don't have to tell me twice. Oh no, that is not good. Oh. Oh dear. Oh, wait. Oh, got it. It's not over yet. There goes Rapture. Oh, we're outside, finally. Wow, the place looks massive. Almost peaceful from out here. But we're not safe yet. Still have to make our way across this escape ship.
And then, Father, the Rapture dream was over. You taught me that evil is just a word. Under the skin, it's simple pain. For you, mercy was victory. You sacrificed, you endured, and when given the chance, you forgave. Always. Mother believed this world was irredeemable, but she was wrong, Father. We are Utopia, you and I, and in forgiving, we left the door open for her.
She saved her mother, too. After all that, she forgave her mother and saved her, thanks to our own actions. And finally, the surface.
The Rapture dream is over, but in waking, I am reborn. This world is not ready for me, yet here I am. It would be so easy to misjudge them. You are my conscience, Father, and I need you to guide me.
What are you doing, Eleanor? She's taking us with her.
You will always be with me now, Father. Your memories, your drives. And when I need you, you'll be there on my shoulder, whispering.
She took us into her, probably because we couldn't survive outside that suit. But now we can survive as her conscious, her father. And all the little sisters came too. Oh, it's the little Delta doll.
If Utopia is not a place, but a people, then we must choose carefully, for the world is about to change. And in our story, Rapture was just the beginning.
And so, in a way, they find their own utopia within themselves. And that is the end of BioShock 2. And I gotta say, what an ending it was. That was an amazing story. I'd say it was pretty on par to the first one. And I liked how Eleanor's actions at the end were directly related to how you acted through the previous parts of the game. In this playthrough, she saved the little sisters and had them use their power along with hers to get us out of here, and also chose to save her mother, Sophia, forgiving her for all her actions and crimes. And this is because we saved Delta saved the little sisters and forgave Parks. Was it Rosie Parks? I still can't remember her name, and I feel bad for that, but it was just so long ago. The singer who looked after young Eleanor. But we also forgave Stanley Poole, and we let Alex the Great go. And like the first game, I'm sure this one has multiple endings, and I can only imagine if we had decided to harvest the little sisters and kill off those three key figures, I'm willing to bet Eleanor would have been a little more aggressive at the end. My theory is that she probably would have harvested the little sisters to make herself more powerful, and probably would have let her mother die. I don't know if she would have absorbed Delta's memories and consciousness into herself to become a more benevolent person ready to enter the surface world peacefully, or if she would have left him there to die, or probably more likely absorbed him for his power instead of for his heart, as it were. But all in all, this was a great story. The plot was maybe a little heavier-handed. There was a lot of psychology involved that the first game didn't have, because it was basically just money and power play between key figures, and then your character, Jack, gets just wrapped up in between it all. And in this one, there was a lot more interesting psychological ideas about what makes a utopia, and free will and choice versus the greater common good. Really interesting stuff. A lot to think about. But all in all, I had a lot of fun with this one. Combat system was definitely improved with the ability to use guns and plasmids at the same time. I enjoyed that. I do have one question though. One important question, and I'm reminded here of that figure that was just on the screen. In the beginning, we were guided by Dr. Tannenbaum from BioShock 1, who then passed us off to Sinclair, rest his soul, to continue our journey, and then Tannenbaum said she had to go off to take care of other things, and then we never see her again. So what happened to Tannenbaum? Is she still in Rapture? Did she escape on her own? I thought she had maybe escaped at the end of BioShock 1 and brought all the little sisters with her, but maybe she stayed behind? That little bit bugs me a little bit that wasn't answered. I can only hope that maybe it's answered in the future. There is an add-on pack for this game called Minerva's Den. I don't know anything about it, but we're going to be taking care of it next. And then after that, we're going to go on to BioShock Infinite, which has its own episodic story afterwards, which returns once again to Rapture. So maybe those will be answered there. But for now, that's the end of BioShock 2, and what a great ending it was. I loved it. I actually liked the way they told this ending better than the first one. The first one was kind of weird. It made sense, but a little weird in their delivery. This one I really liked. I really liked seeing Eleanor at the surface and her interacting with her father there. But I want to thank you all for joining me on this great underwater adventure through Rapture once again for BioShock 2. If you enjoyed this playthrough, please feel free to subscribe to our channel for more great videos from us at Full Coverage Writers. Please leave your thoughts and feelings about the overall story in the comments section below. Don't have to worry about spoilers now since we're all done. And until next time, get out there, be creative, and be awesome.